Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Throwing to start here is Tua. Open here, Adam Thielen. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. Adam Thielen. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 72 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, second and 11. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 37.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so...
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Cook now off the read option. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cook following the penalty, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Niners have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings had 8-5 to start play. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Nwangu. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
17.
Here's Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Lance. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. McCaffrey on the counter. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 84 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. From the 29, Tua. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ready. Yellow, 43. 10 cycle. 6. Mega. Cut.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. And Lance now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tua now on first down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lance looking to throw it. And this This is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence?
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To a hit, and the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.